Is my hair okay?
Sensational. Today I'm at Boem Photography on Weymouth Street in the city, and I wanted you to follow me down here because I'm talking to photographer Andre, who is a mastermind behind the lens. He does professional headshots and he's got a special member offer for BCD members. Andre, how are you today?
Very well, thank you. Yourself?
Andre, you've been taking photos for a very long time, and you mentioned something earlier about the difference between portraits and headshots.
A portrait and a headshot are two very, very different things, where a portrait is intended to show the soul of someone and to be a pretty picture people can use to frame or give to others, where a headshot is intended to create an emotional response in someone else. So if you were to think about an actor's career, an actor would submit a headshot and a casting director would have a response to that headshot, whether they're suitable or not suitable for that role.
Most people are pretty nervous when the camera comes out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I know that feeling.
How do you help people relax?
So for us, it's more about getting their heads out of the room. We do that by having fun and making jokes and just creating an environment where things are easy and they're not really thinking about the photography anymore.
Sure.
Yeah.
Do you remember the shots that were taken in the 80s? They were very heavily stylized with, big hair and the beautiful soft lens, and smoky eyes and things. That's not what we're doing here though, is it?
No. Headshots these days are intended to be as realistic as humanly possible. The intention is not to have to go into Photoshop all that much. Keeping our editing to a minimum, making sure the images are realistic. So I normally tell people it's you 5 years ago on your best day.
5 years ago on my best day, where was I? Probably drinking champagne somewhere.
Yeah.
Andre, you have got a super deal for BCD members. Lay it on me. What is it?
We do. So it's $145. It'll get you 30 minutes of my time here in the studio. We'll do a variety of backgrounds, including white, greys, and blacks. It'll give you a clean, modern set of images that even if you already have a set of headshots, these will be slightly different.
Okay.
You have the option to change clothing if you'd like, and then you have your choice of 4 images after that.
Okay. 4 included for $145.
Yep.
I don't know anywhere you can get that kind of deal.
I don't either. As competition increases in all markets globally, having that little something that makes you stand out is really important. Okay. And it's quick and easy and yeah.
And we'll get you looking good. Well, he'll get you looking good.
I don't have to do much.
We've only got 25 spaces, I think, and they will fill up fast. So if there's one thing left that you should be doing in 2019, it's booking your new headshot. Thanks, Andre.
Thank you.